Hello everybody, this is Joshua Krieger at Krieg's Sports Talk, and today we're going to talk about the All-Star Reserves. This was just named a couple days ago, but I've been busy. So today I'm going to do a video on all the players. So first player, Bradley Beal, deserves it, averaging 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's been carrying the scoring load now that John Wall is out with a heel injury out for the season, and he's really trying to get them into the playoffs. I think he would be a great trade target for anybody looking for a good shooter. Maybe the Lakers, but they want Anthony Davis. But I think Bradley Beal, he's a great player, deserves it. And next player, Blake Griffin. He's having a career year this year, averaging 26.8 rebounds, and he's been paired with Andre Drummond. I'm a little surprised Blake Griffin made it, considering the Pistons aren't having a super good season this season. But they're playing pretty decent. I mean, they have a chance of making it to the playoffs. But, I mean, I can see Blake Griffin going to the All-Star game. Next one, Kyle Lowry. This season it's different because now he's not asked to score the ball that much. He's asked to be an assister, and you can see that now that he's just averaging 9 assists this game. And he's averaging 14 points, not that he's not scoring, but he's more taking a laid-back approach, and he's assisting the basketball. Next player, Chris Middleton, completely deserves it. This dude has been amazing in Milwaukee. He's one of the best 3-and-D wings in the Eastern Conference, and I'm kind of gonna say he's the Robin of the Bucks. Batman, Robin. He's kind of maybe Giannis's sidekick, but the Bucks are playing as a team, and that's what the Warriors are playing as a team. Unselfish basketball, and that's what you need in this league to propel you. You can only, Shaq and Kobe, they were together for a couple seasons, and then they became selfish with each other. I want to score more. I want those minutes, and they just imploded. Will Chamberlain, it wanted to be all about him. He scored 45 points a game. Did they go to the playoffs that year? No. So, Chris Middleton completely deserves it. Happy for him. Ben Simmons, and he's okay. Not that Ben Simmons is a bad player, but the dude can't shoot. I would put Ben Simmons out. I would have put D'Angelo Russell. I realized D'Angelo Russell did make the All-Star game because Victor Oladipo tore his quad tendon, but I would put D'Angelo Russell over Ben Simmons because D'Angelo Russell can actually shoot. But that's just me. And then Nikola Vucevic, I talked about in my trade deadline. He's an expiring contract this season, and he's an all-star this year, which is great for him. We'll see if the Magic are going to trade him or not. I am kind of leaning towards them not trading him now that he's an all-star. But the dude's averaging 20 points, 33% from 3, and he's becoming the center because Steph Curry revolutionized the league. He's becoming the center of the modern era of the NBA right now. So that's for the East All-Stars. Now let's move on to the West. So first one, LaMarcus Aldridge, having a great season with the Spurs. He's shooting 52% field goal percentage. That's just amazing. He's one of the best power forwards in the game, and there was rifts between the Spurs and LaMarcus Aldridge, but it seems like they have patched up their differences, and they are trying to get into the playoffs this season. Now, next player, Anthony Davis, completely deserves it. There was talk about him being in the starting lineup, but he's averaging 29.3 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.3 blocks, 1 steals. The dude's a great offensive scorer, and he can really lead a defensive unit, kind of like what the Jazz are doing with Rudy Gobert. And great person, deserves it. Jokic, the Nuggets have been amazing this season, 4th in the West, and we can contribute some of that to Jokic. He has 8 triple-doubles, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and for 8 assists for a center, that's pretty good. And he's unselfish. I was listening to an interview with him, and he's like, I'm playing for the team. I'm playing for everybody, and that's unselfishness that the Warriors have that I think you need in order to beat the Warriors. Now, next one, Damian Lillard, prolific scorer. I completely deserves it. Averaging 29-something points a game. He and C.J. McCollum leading the Trailblazers. I think they're top 5 seed right now in the West. And we'll see what they do in the playoffs this season. Then Klay Thompson, top 5 shooter in history of the NBA. That's all I need to say about Klay Thompson. He's scoring. He's gotten over his shooting funk this season. And Klay Thompson. Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns is a good player, but I would have completely put Tobias Harris on this list. Tobias Harris can shoot from anywhere on the floor. 3, field goal percentage. Hit layups, shoot free throws, and he can play decent defense. Tobias Harris deserves it over Karl Anthony Towns. Not that Karl Anthony Towns is a bad player. Don't get me wrong. Karl Anthony Towns is a good player. But Tobias Harris deserves it way more than Karl Anthony Towns. Russell Westbrook, averaging triple-double this season. He's been playing more defense this season. Usage rate's gone down, which is good. He's giving more of the ball to Paul George. They're splitting the duties. And I think they have a shot if they play together of upsetting the Warriors, because you have to realize they're playing tenacious defense. And what we saw when the Cavs won that finals against the Warriors, they were able to switch tough-nosed defenders that would get up in these shooters' faces, and that's what I think you're going to need if you're playing the Warriors. So that's kind of just overview, quick recap of everybody, East-West. I plan on doing that when the starting lineups come out. Maybe I'll pick the All-Star game, who I think will win. But that's it. So for the East, Bradley Beal, Blake Griffin, Chris Middleton, Kyle Lowry, Ben Simmons, Nikola Vucevic, and D'Angelo Russell. Then on the West, LaMarcus Aldridge, Anthony Davis, Jokic, Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Russell Westbrook. So that's just an overview of it. Please subscribe, like the video, and as always, have a good day.